I've spent the last 3 weeks testing every single feature inside OpenArt, generating hundreds of images and videos to figure out what actually works. And right now, you're probably making some mistakes that's costing you credits on every single generation. And once you understand how OpenArt actually works, you'll never waste another dollar on failed outputs. That's why I'm showing you exactly how to navigate the platform, which models to use for different projects, and how to create consistent characters without burning through your credits. If you want to follow along with everything, I'll show you. Use the link in the description to sign up. When you first log in, you'll see 5 shortcuts that give you quick access points to everything you need. Story takes you back to the old UI, so we won't be using it. We'll start by creating an image because that's the foundation to everything else. Click on Create Image. At the top of the page, you'll see a button that says Model. It's very important to pick the right one because each one excels at something different. If you want ultra-realistic images that look like they were shot on a professional camera, use Nano Banana 2. If you want a more artistic or stylized look, Seedream 4.5 is your best choice. And if you want images that stay consistent and focus on narratives, Kling 01 works great for that. Picking the wrong model for what you're trying to create is one of the biggest ways people waste credits. So before you start, decide what kind of image you need, and that choice determines the model you should use. Now let's talk about prompts, because this is where I see people throw away credits on vague descriptions that give them nothing close to what they wanted. Instead of writing something like a woman in a forest, you need to be specific. I use this formula every single time. Subject plus action plus environment plus lighting plus camera angle. So a better prompt would be, a young woman with long brown hair wearing a flowing white dress walks carefully through a misty forest with tall pine trees. Soft morning sunlight filters through the canopy, creating dramatic shadows. The camera tracks forward, following her from behind. The more specific you are, the better your output will be. Let me show you exactly how this works. I'm going to select Nano Banana 2 as my model because I want that ultra-realistic look. For the aspect ratio, I'll choose 16:9, and I'll set the resolution to 4K. I'm going to generate 2 variations so I can pick the best one and then press Generate. The lighting is exactly what I wanted. The detail on the dress is great too. This is what happens when you're specific with your prompts. There's also a feature called Auto Polish that will automatically refine your prompt to make it more detailed. And if you want even more control, there's an Enhance Prompt button that takes your basic idea and expands it into a full cinematic description. There's also a Prompt from Image feature. If you upload an image, OpenArt will analyze it and write a prompt based on what it sees. Now you should click on one of your generated images to open it. You'll see options to recreate the image, upscale it, animate it into a video, or edit it. You can also use it as a reference image or even create variations with it. If you want to upscale your image to make it sharper, click Upscale and choose Precise. The skin enhancement option is specifically designed to enhance facial details, which is perfect if you're working with portrait or characters. Let me hit Generate. The difference is honestly incredible. Look at how much sharper the details are now. Generating single images is great, but you can take this even further to get way more control. Instead of just typing a prompt, you can upload reference images to guide the AI. This gives you so much more control over the final result. Click on the prompt box and you'll see an option to upload an image. Once you upload it, the image gets tagged as Image 1. If you upload another one, it becomes Image 2. In this case, Image 1 is the image we just generated, and Image 2 is the outfit reference. Now for the prompt, I'll write a woman in the same pose as at Image 1, wearing the outfit from at Image 2. The character stayed exactly the same and the outfit matches the reference. But what if you want to create a character that stays consistent across dozens of different images and scenes? Character consistency has always been a problem with AI, but OpenArt has a feature built in specifically for this. Back in the main page, click on Character. Here you'll see different options like objects or backgrounds that you can also create consistent images of, but the main feature here is Character, so press that. You'll see options to create a character from a text description or from an image. Let's create a character from a text prompt. I'll paste in my prompt and then select my model. I'm using Nano Banana Pro for a realistic look. You can also choose the style, whether you want photorealistic, digital art, or anime. I'll stick with photorealistic. Click Generate and OpenArt will create preview images based on your description. I really like this one with the confident expression. The lighting is perfect and the details on the jacket look realistic, so I'll select it. Make sure the character is highlighted with a border around it. Click Create and your character is now saved in your library. Now let's see consistency for the other features I mentioned. Click Create Character again, but this time select Objects. Here you just upload the image of any item you want to immediately have at your library. I've already generated this compass image that I want to use. I'll upload it and call it Stella's Compass. Do the same thing for backgrounds. I generated this cliff scene earlier that I want to reuse, so I'll save it as a background. Now you go to create a new image and you'll see all your saved assets. I'll select Stella as my character, add the compass object, and choose the cliff background. Now I'll paste in the prompt and generate. Stella looks exactly the same as when I created her. The compass is there in her hand and the cliff background matches what I saved. Everything stays consistent, not just the character, which is honestly rare for AI platforms. Now that you have your character and your images, let's bring them to life with video. In the main page, click Videos. You'll see two options, text to video and start/end frame, which is basically image to video. Text to video creates a video from scratch based on your prompt. Image to video takes a still image and animates it. For most use cases, image to video is better because you have full control over the starting frame. You know exactly what your character looks like, what the environment is, and how the lighting works. Then you just tell the AI how to animate it. Let's use image to video. I'm going to upload the image of Stella on the cliff that we just generated. Additionally, you can also add another image for the end frame for even more control, but it's optional. Also, make sure you've selected the right video model you want. For this one, I'm going with Kling 3 and paste in my prompt. I'll set the duration to 5 seconds and set my resolution to 1080p. Hit create and your video will start generating. This is exactly what I wanted. The movement is smooth, the lighting stays consistent, and it looks like it was filmed with an actual camera. That's what makes image to video so powerful. However, if you want to create a video fast without an image, use text to video. But this time, write a detailed prompt describing everything. Hit create and the AI will generate the entire scene from nothing. The key is knowing when to use each one. If you need consistency and control, go with image to video. If you're just testing ideas or need something fast, text to video gets the job done. I use image to video about 90% of the time because I want full control over how my character looks before I animate them. The final thing we're missing is audio generation, and this is something most people don't even realize OpenArt can do. Click on audio back at the main page and select Create Voiceover. You'll see the prompt box and the model selector. OpenArt uses 11 Labs for the voice models, so the quality is really good. I'll paste in my prompt and select a voice. OpenArt gives you filters for accent, gender, age, and even use case. I'm going to choose a female voice with a narrative style since this is for storytelling. You can also adjust the speed if you want it slower or faster. Let's hit generate and listen.
Stella stood at the edge of the cliff, watching the sun dip below the mountains. The wind carried whispers of adventure, and she knew her journey was just beginning.
That sounds natural. The pacing is good and the tone matches the mood I was going for. You can download this and add it directly to your video. Now let's test out Voice Clone. Here you upload an audio file and write a script you want to be said in that voice. I'll use an audio of my own voice and write my script. City like this brings so much joy and thoughts into my life. Sunsets are the highlights of my day. This sounds very similar to me, and most people would not be able to tell the difference. Finally, let's test out Voice Changer. I'll upload the same audio file and this time select a voice from OpenArt's library.
City like this brings so much joy and thoughts into my life. Sunsets are the highlights of my day.
And while the script remains the same, my voice has been completely swapped out. Audio generation adds that final touch to your results that make them feel professional. Master these 4 core features and you'll stop wasting credits while getting much better results. If you want to start creating realistic, high-quality AI content today, click the link in the description below and sign up for OpenArt. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.